26%. On the nation report card, that the percentage of US 12th grades who are proficient in math. In America, we pride ourselves as being an exceptional country. But does 26% sound exceptional to you? Raise your hand if you think as a country we need to do way better than this. I'm with you. We all need math, but why are so many kids confused by it? It is because only 26% of people are hardwired for maths, while 74% are not. After working with thousands of kids, I can tell you this isn't the case at all. Kids don't understand maths because we have been teaching it at the humanist subject, but if we make human again, it will start to make sense again. You're probably wondering, how was math ever human in the first place? So, math is human language just like English, Spanish, or Chinese, because it allows people to communicate with each other. Even in ancient times, people need the language of math to conduct trade, to build monuments, and to measure land for farming. This idea of math as a language isn't exactly new. A Greek philosopher once said, "The laws of nature are written in the language of mathematics." You see, even a Galileo agrees with me. But somewhere along the line, we have taken this language of math, which is about the real world around us, and we have abstracted it beyond recognition, and that's why kids are confused. Let me show you what I mean. Read this third-grade California math standard and see if it would make sense at 8 years old. Understand a fraction 1/b as the quantity formed by one part, when a whole is partitioned b equals part. Understand a fraction a/b as the quantity formed by a part of size 1/b.
And if you give this reaction to an 8-year-old, you'll probably get reaction like this. To a math expert, this standard makes sense. But to a kid, it's absurd. I quote this example specifically because fractions are foundational to algebra, trigonometry, and even calculus. So kids don't understand fraction in elementary and middle school, they have a tough road ahead of them in high school. But is there a way to make fraction simple and easy kids to understand? Yes. Just remember that math is a language and use that to your advantage. For example, when I teach 5th grader how to add an fraction, the apple plus apples plus lesson. For I ask, what's one apple plus one apple? And kids will often say 2, which is partly correct. Have them include in the word as well, since math is language. So it's not just 2, it's 2 apples. Next, 3 pencils plus 2 pencils. You all know that pencil plus pencil give you pencils. So everyone, how many pencils? 5 pencils is right. And the key is you include the word. I tried this lesson with my 5-year-old niece Moon. After she's added pencils and pencils, I asked her,
4 billion plus 1 billion.
And my aunt overheard this and scolded and said, "Are you crazy? She's been kindergarten. How is she supposed to know 4 billion plus 1 billion? My niece finishes counting, looks up and says, 5 billion? And I say, "That's right, is it? 5 billion. My aunt just shook her head and laughed, because she did not expect that from a 5-year. But all you have to do is take a language approach, and might become intuitive and easy to understand."
Then I asked her a question that kindergartner definitely not supposed to know. What's 1/3 plus 1/3? And immediately she answered 2/3. Such as wondering, how can she possibly know that when she doesn't know about the numerator and denominator yet? You see, she wasn't thinking about numerator and denominator. She thought the problem this way, and she used 1 apple plus 1 apple as her analogy to understand 1/3 plus 1/3. So even a kindergartner can add fraction, you'd better believe that every third grader can do it as well. Just for fun, I asked her a high school algebra question. What 7x squared plus 2x squared? And this little 5-year girl correctly answered 9x squared. And she didn't need any exponent rules to figure that out. So when people say that we are either hardwired for maths or not, it's not true. Maths is human language, so we all have the ability to understand it. We need to take a language approach to maths urgently because too many kids are lost and are anxious about math, and it doesn't have to be that way. I worked with angry first-start high school students once who couldn't pass algebra because she only knew 44% of her multiplication text. I told her, that's like trying to read and only knowing 44% of the alphabet. She couldn't factor or solve equation, and she had no confidence in maths. As the result, this teenager had no confidence in herself. I told her, we have to start with multiplication because one thing all of you have with your part, everything get easier and they'll be like having a fast pack to ever ride in Disneyland.
What do you think? And she said, okay. So she systematically learned her times table in, and yes, even multiplication has a language embedded in it. You would be surprised how many kids don't realize 7 times 3 can be spelled out as 7 times 3. Which just mean 3 7 times, just like this. So when kids see it this way, they quickly realize that repeated addition is slow and inconvenient. So they gladly memorize that 3 7 times always give you 21. So for this teenager who was at risk of dropping out, becoming fluent and confident in multiplication was a game changer because for the first time she could focus on problem solving instead of counting on her finger. I knew she had turned the corner when she figured out that a 2-year course at $445 a month would cost you $10,680. And she looked at me disapprovalingly and said, Mr. Polisok, that's expensive. But she was using math to solve problems as a principle. As an educator, it's my duty to challenge kids to reach higher. So I leave you with this challenge. Our country is stuck at 26% provincial, and I challenge you to pass that number higher. This is important because mathematical thinking not only will your mind, but our kids need it to imagine and build a future that doesn't yet exist. Meeting this challenge can be as simple as apples plus apples. Insist that we teach math as a human language, and we will get there sooner rather and later. Thank you.